Hi, Merv. I bet you forgot about me. I came across this video yesterday and I just wanted to educate you just a little bit about the things that you're saying in this video and how they are not really factual, okay?
Go back and explain what's going on. So for those of you that might not know, and I don't know, maybe you're just new to the channel or whatever, I've had tons of harassment, bullying, channels that
most of the channels that I've seen that post about you are called awareness channels, right? And those awareness channels generally start when a creator refuses to acknowledge their behaviors or take accountability for things that they've done, or they repeat stories differently, right? Because then it looks like a pattern of lying and manipulation. You follow me?
plus people that go behind the scenes say that things were done and that's why they left the channel and lie about me and say that I'm a troll that left comments about their deceased family members, even without a shred of proof, without it being true, just to hurt me, just to hurt the channel, just to hurt this community. Those of you that are here know exactly what I'm talking about. Those of you that are new, yeah, this is the dark side of YouTube.
If you think that this is the dark side of YouTube, then you really are very sheltered, okay? That's first. Secondly, I have never, anything that I've seen people say about you, I've also seen proof of, right? Because I don't just follow a crowd. I do my own research, and I had no idea who you were, and within 24, maybe 48 hours, I could see it all for myself, what was going on.
So that there's a lawsuit right now from a channel that has done nothing, absolutely nothing, but take my content and use my content in a way that is detrimental to me, detrimental to my family. And they're filed a lawsuit because they don't like that YouTube removed their videos, which they did when I filed a DMCA takedown.
I bet you also didn't know that somebody once tried to copyright strike my channel, right? But fair use, adding commentary, criticism, education, any of that discludes your attempted DMCA takedown, right? From what I've seen of that lawsuit, right? Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. When somebody files a copyright takedown request, right, it automatically begins legal proceeding, right? So you get a notification, somebody filed a takedown request, right? That person that you filed a takedown on has a right to respond. When they respond, YouTube then investigates, right? You have 10 days, you, Carolyn, would have had 10 days to prove that you own that copyright or the content gets reinstated, okay? What I have seen of that lawsuit, it is laughable that you think you have a leg to stand on. That's why you have to defend yourself, right? And even in defending yourself, it is laughable. It is laughable, and it is embarrassing that you don't see that you don't have a case there and that it's an impossible case for you to win.
Oh, it's as simple as that. And it's as simple as that. And so we have this lawsuit going on, and we have a legal fund, and there's a link to the legal fund. Let me see. Where's my link to the legal fund? Did I put it in this video? No, and that would be a good idea to do that, right? Right. A lawsuit that's in federal court. It's very expensive.
I think that you were abusing the takedown requests, right? And you know you could lose your channel for that, right? you do know that you can lose your channel. It is against YouTube terms of service. When you fill out a copyright takedown request and you fill it out knowing damn well that that content falls under fair use, you risk losing your channel. You do know that, right? And I'm willing to bet that is why you stopped filling them out.
Put it in this video. No, and that would be a good idea to do that, right? Right. A lawsuit that's in federal court, it's very expensive, and we have no choice but to defend ourselves because we believe justice will prevail, and these people want $100,000 from us, okay? $100,000 from us. So if we don't defend ourselves, they would win by default. Not going to happen. Not that we're not going to defend ourselves. We're in a situation where we have no choice. And
you could defend yourself and still lose, right? Accountability, Carolyn. Accountability goes a long way. And if you won't hold yourself accountable, and you could have said that you were falsely copyright striking channels, and none of this would probably happen. But instead, you chose to continuously falsely copyright channels. And now somebody's holding you accountable and you don't fucking like it. And I got news for you. I got a really bad feeling that you're going to defend yourself, grift that money out of your following while you're on vacations, right? And you're going to lose it anyway. It's going to be a big waste of your money. It's going to be a big waste of your time. If I were you, I would be trying to find ways to settle. That's how bad you're going to lose in this situation, because you can't fathom that you made the first move by filing those false takedowns. Can't fathom it.
The lawsuit is set up that they will have to cover legal costs should we win. Our legal costs, okay? This is what was going on during our vacation, which is why I unplugged from YouTube.
Who told you that's how it worked? Do you have a counterclaim in? I didn't see one. Yes, I'm just asking. Because the things that I've seen, that's not what it says. So did you file a counterclaim? Because that's how it would have to work. Right? You know, for a true crime creator, you really don't know much about the legal system. That's weird. And you unplugged from YouTube. I saw several reposts of your lives. You were on YouTube.
I was stalked so much by this channel that, is taking me to court, stalking me, following me on my vacation, saying right flat out right, they need a photographer. They wanted someone to follow us from the airport. And then going around and tagging us on the South Carolina beach to tag us to articles. It's such a desperate attempt. And one looks horrendous doing this, but it is absolute harassment. It's absolute harassment because you're tagging someone. And YouTube is cracking down on this kind of stuff.
I'm amazed at people like you that are in this situation and you don't understand First Amendment rights, okay? Somebody could say whatever the fuck they want on their platform, right? As long as it is factual and opinion-based, it's not considered defamation, right? So you're going to have a hell of a hard time using somebody else's channel, okay? Because you could just block them, right? You could just block them and move on, right? But you don't. You don't. I don't understand. You do know what sarcasm is even? Like, even if somebody said one of those things, I would say that they're being facetious. Because I know you think that you're famous, Carolyn, but I promise you, you are not. You are not. And there's a big difference between famous and infamous, right? And you might be a little infamous, I'll give you that, but it's not for good things.
And it is also under cyber harassment and cyberbullying, actionable. So anytime someone puts the @ symbol and my name, my channel name, so I get a notification, that's harassment. But this is some of the stuff that we have been putting up with. And those of you that, I know that you see it. I know that you see it.
I'm confused here because in the video, you're obviously talking about hell to the no, but I just went through many of her videos. Not one of them tags you. Not one of them tags you. There are hashtags used, but that's different. So again, I don't know if you're intentionally trying to mislead your audience to believe that she's doing these things, but I just checked. Hashtags are not @ symbols, okay? Very different here. Very different here. And again, if she's doing all of this stuff, where's your counterclaim? Where's your counterclaim?
I know that you see it. And like others have said, you say, I have done all these things, but what you show are snippets of my videos. That is your proof. But yet, behind the scenes, and others can vouch for the things that they've been told that happened that never happened. And shame on anyone that gets secondhand information from someone and doesn't verify it with the source. Shame on you, because I don't care if the person that's telling you this is bedridden, is old, is sick, is infirm, is mentally ill, is like whatever reason you want to give for why you would just blindly believe someone telling you a bunch of crap about someone else. It's wrong, because the infirm, the ill, the bedridden, the elderly, they all can lie. They all can be evil. They all can do horrendous things. Because someone is bedridden.
Ugh, that's a whole bunch of bad energy right there, yo. For real, for real. I know this is something that you clearly are not able to accept, but from what I've seen, a lot of those people were your supporters, and they walked away from you because of your actions. Yours, ma'am, yours. You think they just woke up one day and were like, oh, fuck it, I'm not going to support Carolyn anymore? No, they saw something that you did that they did not like or agree with. And when you refuse to acknowledge it and take accountability for it, they leave and click up with other people. That is how this happens. Lack of accountability from a creator that has consistently done things wrong and always blamed someone else. That is how hate groups form.